So today what we're going to do is just take a little bit of time to look at Tripboards and the collaborative booking functionality that exists there and getting more out of the booking process than just some one-off booking, right? So I've gone ahead and created us a Tripboard for these demo purposes here. We're taking a trip up to DC. So I've got a car rental here at DCA. And I've also got a stay at the Viceroy Hotel here that you can see. So now what I want to talk about is adding people to your trip boards, what that does, what they're allowed to do. So if I wanted to go ahead and jump on a business trip here with a couple people from within my Avis test organization here, first thing I'm going to do is change the title of this trip to say something like, trip to DC, so that there's a little bit more context to the actual trip board. And this is going to be important in a second. So if I go up to invite co-pilots here, this is just in the upper left-hand corner. I can go ahead and click in this empty box. I'm going to get a list of everybody on my travel roster here. So I can go ahead and grab, maybe Chris and Ron and Mike, who all might be coming down to DC with me for this trip. So once I go ahead and add these guys, you're going to see their pictures in the upper left-hand corner here. Most importantly, it's going to send them an email that says that I have invited them to trip to DC. It's going to incorporate the name of the trip that I just customized. So they have a little bit of context when they come into the tool. First thing they're going to see is that I've gone ahead and booked this car and hotel. So pretty typical use case in business travel is maybe we're going to one place, but we're all coming from separate places. So there might be a scenario where maybe, for example, if I pop over to all trip boards here right in the middle and I hit this drop down, maybe Chris and Mike are flying from different places that I am, but they still want to be at the same hotel as me. So we have this Viceroy Hotel down here. So I can actually go ahead and click on my trip board and click copy itinerary, this button that pops up in the middle here. So I can go ahead and ditch the Avis car because I might be the only driver. I might be able to pick them up from the airport or something. But if Chris only wants my hotel, for example, I can just go ahead and just click on the Viceroy, copy item to Chris's trip board, and we're going to see it drop in real time. So this is a really easy way to collaborate, especially with hotel rooms and things like that, where you're definitely going to want to stay at the same hotel, but maybe not in the same room. Super easy to add those elements to other people's trip boards once you invite them in. Okay. So aside from that, let's go ahead and take a look at one other piece of functionality here, the trip chat, which is right in the middle. So what this allows me to do is communicate with the other people that are on the trip with me in various ways. So for example, just add that hotel to Chris's trip board. So I could go ahead and find him here and say, Chris, added a hotel for you. And this is going to ping him as well. So this is send him an email. We also have this alerts bell in the upper right-hand corner. Click on this. You can see here I have a giant list because it's all the different trip boards that I'm involved with, the passenger one at the time, whether it's confirmations or chats or whatever else. Regardless, you're able to click on each one of these, and it's going to take you straight into the trip board that it has the relevant piece of information that you're looking for. It's a really nice way to be able to float around a couple different trip boards if you're part of multiple conversations at once, and just a good way to track if someone's trying to chat with you or not via trip chat. Best thing about trip chat, really, in my opinion, is being able to use it on the mobile app. So if I'm sitting in a meeting, I can go ahead and tag people. Maybe you want to grab a dinner reservation, or maybe you're talking to a travel agent via trip chat and you want to ask them about getting you a hotel close to your meeting or something like that. It's a really useful functionality. And the other guys can come in and they can like and comment on this as well, right? So it's just a pretty interactive trip chat functionality. You can also post pictures and things like that in here. So really a lot of applications in this avenue. Okay, so super easy. These guys can also come in and just start adding things to the trip board themselves. They have access to do that. So Mike has nothing in here, but he can go and take a look at what I've booked, and he can try to line up his flights to get in at the same time as me, or maybe around my rental car pickup, or add a Viceroy Hotel to his own trip board. So keep that in mind when you're working through the system here. It's completely collaborative. If you want to invite people into your trips, if you're traveling with anybody else, it makes no sense not just to have them here centralized in one trip board, just for the ease of use and the visibility across the platform for your entire group. Okay. So as usual, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me, travel@passenger1. I also have information here in the support tab. So if you go over to the left-hand side, last icon down, click on help and support. You're always going to get all of our information here, phone number, email address. We're here to help you. We want you to be successful on the tool. So feel free to reach